Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Britton Johnson. I'm the founding partner of Voluntary Insurance Partners. You are walking and talking with Britt. Thank you so much for checking this video out. Hopefully this helps someone today. So, building a cultural team, building a cultured team, I guess I should say. The culture that you want. If you are someone who is an aspiring leader in an insurance organization, I can speak to this just about in any organization, but to an insurance organization, there's some things that you really want to pay attention to on how to build a good, solid culture. I'm very proud of the culture that we have here at Voluntary Insurance Partners and the people that we handpick to be leaders. There's a reason we handpick them to be leaders. It doesn't just happen by accident. A lot of that has to do with culture. There's a couple of times where it hasn't had anything to do with culture. It has to do with the person's qualities, and our hopes is that that individual gets embedded to teach into our culture, and if they do that, they're going to have a winning team. There's no doubt about it. But most of the managers that we choose to be managers in our organization, there's cultural reasons behind that. So a couple of things. A good manager is going to be a tour guide, not a travel agent. You may have heard me say that in some previous videos. A tour guide's going to actually show you and teach you how to do this business. A travel agent's just going to tell you about it, right? And a tour guide is extremely important. Another thing too is expert power, okay? Bergman and Raven in the 1930s came up with the 5 sources of power. Exact power, which means people will follow you because of a title. Referent power, which means people will follow you because they like you. Reward power, the ability to reward and incentivize. People will follow you for that. Coercive power, the ability to demote or take away. We hate using that. But then there's also what's called expert power. And that means that people will follow you because you know what the heck you're talking about. You know what you're doing. And the only way that people will follow you from expert power is if they've seen you do it, okay? If they've seen you do it. There is nothing worse to me than a manager or someone who says that they're a leader or they're a trainer, right? They're not out there willing to do it with them, right? There's nothing worse. It's the worst. I see people in our industry selling their trainings to people, yet they can't close a book, all right? I'm just telling you, I've seen this 1,000 times. You gotta be willing to get out there. You gotta be willing to help them put on display that expert power. You wanna build a good culture? Expert power and ethics. Those are the top 2. Expert power and ethics. You stick to those things, you'll be a good leader and you can build a great culture, I guarantee it. Hopefully this helps someone today who's an aspiring leader. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.